I'm Sarah and I'm studying a Masters by Research specialising in marine biology. I went to a little village primary school up near Wales where I come from called Drybrook Primary School, and then I went to the local secondary school and then I moved again for sixth form and I went to a grammar school for my sixth form, all up by where I live. My GCSEs were triple science, English literature, English language, maths, and then I did history, food manufacturing technology, Spanish and art. My A-levels were chemistry, biology, physics and maths and general studies. So when I came to university I had a plan. I knew I wanted to go into research in marine conservation, but I didn't realise what area, so I didn't realise how interesting I would find seagrasses until I actually started studying them. So I decided to go to university because I wanted to study marine biology, I wanted to go into research, and to do that you need to have a degree in the field. Although I have changed specialty, so I knew I wanted to go into research and I knew I wanted it to be in like field work and marine biology and marine conservation, but I didn't realise that I actually found seagrass interesting until I started studying them. I thought they were quite boring, but they were actually quite fun. So I decided I wanted to do marine biology because I started scuba diving and I wanted to integrate the scuba diving with the science. And so marine biology was a pretty good subject for that, and then I just went around looking at different universities that offered it, and then I started looking at what I liked about them, what they were offering. I was 16 and I went on holiday to Gozo, and we were on a boat going through what they call the inland sea, so it's like a lake connected by a cave to the sea, and I saw all these scuba divers going underneath the boat and I was like, that's really cool, to my mum. And then I saw them again, a different group obviously later on, going for a night dive when we were out for a meal on the seafront. And then the following year we went to Cyprus and we walked past a dive centre and I was like, Mum was like, do you want to give it a go? And I was like, no, I don't want to, because I was chickened out and I got scared. And then last minute I turned around, we got halfway back to the car and I was like, actually I want to try it. And on my last day of the holiday I did a try dive, which where you go for just like one short dive to see how you feel, if you're comfortable, if you enjoy it. And I fell in love with it and I just kind of went from there, and now I'm a dive master and I can teach it. My course involves some field work, so well my master's involves pretty much all research. So I do a literature review where I study the background research of what's there currently, and then I say what I'm doing that's different, and then I do a lot of field work to collect that data and write it up then as a big dissertation that sometimes, depending on what you've done, will get published in different sections. The first year involves a lot of biology because it's the same course for biology, marine biology and biochemistry. So it's a very generalised one, and then you start to specialise a bit more on marine organisms and their adaptations, and then you focus on like lab work and how to improve your lab skills and how to write those up in a report. The most enjoyable part of my undergraduate degree is probably in the second year. We do a residential field course where all the lecturers come and we go down to Slapton. I think they're now going to Mexico or Spain, so we didn't get quite as glamorous. But you get to know the lecturers a lot better. They start to then know you by name because they then spent all those days with you, and you work on projects there, so you get given a research project, and you just a small one. So we had rocky shores and we went out and looked at rocky shores and then gave a presentation on it to the rest of the group. I've done mountaineering and rock climbing society, so I learned how to rock climb. I only did that for a year, and then I also started horse riding. So this year I decided I wanted to learn how to horse ride, and I just decided to start lessons, and it went from there. I fell off a couple of times, but you just get back on.
Going to university isn't just about doing a course, more than just doing your uni work, because it really helps you get to know new people.
When you're picking your GCSEs, pick something that you love, something that you're good at, and something that you think is going to be useful.
No matter what course you do, it's not so much about what specific subjects you learn within that course, it's about the skills that you develop during that course.